Hello and welcome to the Pinoy Planeswalker. My name is Felix, and what I'm showing you, folks, is the announcement made by Judge Academy last week, wherein they previewed the promo card or the art for the upcoming promo cards for Q3. So many speculated, many, you know, guess what the card will actually be, and I'm one of those people. So what I did is, of course, I created a blog. I published a blog last Saturday. I would post a link to this. Um, but I did show here what was released already, right? What were the cards already released by Judge Academy? By the way, Judge foils are available to members of Judge Academy by attending a conference, a judge conference, or a workshop that is sponsored by Judge Academy. Now, for Q1, we have Greater Oromancy and Omniscience. We have for Q2, Parallel Lives and Stranglehold, and then No Mercy is the preview promo for non attendee participants. So that will tell you that per quarter only two cards will be released, right? Now, why do we have four cards then if the cards that was showcased or that was previewed were only for Q3? Now, that tells us that one of the cards could be a flip card. So what we have here, okay, um, the first card that I thought of, when I look at this card, this two dueling samurai could be training grounds, right? If you notice as well, the cards or the art are very much inspired by a set, right? So this looks like very Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, and so there, training grounds is a sought after card. People have been asking for a reprint of this. The cost reduction is very good in the commander format now, and seeing a reprint of this is actually very nice. Now, if we look at here, it's one of the expensive cards from the set, Rise of the Eldrazi. Now, this card looks very it's very interesting because it does look like this card. It looks like Doubling Season from Double Masters, and for the extended art version of it, right? Now, there's already a Doubling Season Judge foil, okay, but it's not rare for Judge foils to be technically reprinted, if that makes sense, or to be re-released, I guess. You know, it does happen, but it doesn't look like this for this one because it does look like a growing rights of Itlimok. Because if you remember, I mentioned a while ago that only two cards are released per quarter. So it could mean that one of the cards is the promo preview for Q3 and Q4, right? So this one could be the front face, the one that's showing a dinosaur and some eggs on the background, and then the backside could very much be the dinosaurs running, right? So the other art for many is very obvious. It's Mothering Tide. Now this is also I guess among the three cards right now, this could very much well be the most sought after to be reprinted, even among the eight that's already been released, or the other five that was released already. This could very much well be the one that players have been asking for, and it's relatively new, just like Roaming Rise of Itlimok. Now, this was confirmed already by Judge Academy that it's correct. We have training grounds, we have growing rights of Itlimak, and smothering tide as the judge foils for Q3. Now, the promo preview is going to be growing rights of Itlimak. So it means that training grounds and smothering tide will be available for all participants who will be attending a judge conference or workshop that is sponsored by Judge Academy. Now, one thing I'd like to look at here is the finance side of it. Now, this is not a financial advice. I just like to point out that the cards, right, that we'll see are, they this cards, this will be the first reprint for these cards, right? And it means that there's not a lot of, supply in the market for these cards. If we look at Greater Oromancy, which is one of the cards released early this year, no reprint, right? By the way, this is the website for MTG stocks. So here is where it currently stands right now. And then let me show the rest. We have Omniscience or Omniscience. I'm not sure what's the correct way to pronounce that. The only reprint technically of this is an invocation from Amonkhet, right? So here's the judge promo. By far, this is the art that I like the most, to be honest, among the 5 already released. The next one, we have No Mercy, which is the promo preview for Q1 and Q2. This would all be available for the end of the year conference. I mean the promo preview, No Mercy, and the same for Growing Rights of Itlimak. It will be available for the end of year conference. So there, as mentioned, just the same. It's an invocation. Now, the most recent one we have Parallel Lives. This features the Brothers War. So it's Urza and Mishra. And then we have Stranglehold. This was released from the first Commander set and would now finally have a reprint. And it's a Judge foil that features Jetmir from the Cabaret. Now, upcoming cards would be Training Grounds. We don't have the card yet, or I mean the image yet for the cards, right? For the 3 upcoming Judge promos. Now, here it is, the first 5. Okay, so there's 2 more to go, right? Now, that's what I would like to lead at this conversation, that this discussion that we have right now. What could be the last 2 cards? Now, I'm using Scryfall. All right, so once again, I'm using Scryfall. This is to show you folks the cards that I think will make the final, that will complete the 10 cards, the 10 Judge promos for this year, right? And if we look at the first half of the year, the ones that were already announced and technically released already, we have the complete colors, right? We have Greater Oromancy for white. We have Omniscience for blue. We have No Mercy for black. Stranglehold for red, and then Parallel Lives for green. That completes Blueberg. Now the second half gave us Smothering Tide, Training Grounds, and Growing Rights of Itlimak. We only have, the only colors missing are red and black, right? And if you also notice, all the 5 cards, actually all the 8 cards, all have new artwork, which is a good thing. I really like that. And for some of the cards, like Stranglehold, it's the first time it's getting a foil treatment, right? Now, all of the cards, first time being reprinted, well, technically, for most of them, some were reprinted as part of invocations, some were part of the list, right? But some can argue that those are not actual reprints, right? So, what could it be, right? What could the two other cards missing, right? For me, I personally believe it would be aggravated assault, right? Now, the reason why I said that is because it follows the same pattern as the other cards. Now, it does have Explorers of Exelon. I don't think that's a reprint. It's not like an actual set that was released, right? Now, we also have an Amonkhet invocation version of the card, right? So I think it would be aggravated assault, and the other one, I think it would be contamination. Contamination is from Ursa's Saga, right? It's from Ursa's Saga and not the land, the actual set, Ursa's Saga. So follows the same thing. It doesn't have any other print. Okay, so it will be the same. The first reprint for this, just like Rito Oromancy, just like Stranglehold, and most of the other um, Judge foils already announced. Some, most of them already released this year, right? So I think those would be the two cards that would wrap up the 10 Judge promos for this year. Now, some may argue it could be Cover of Darkness for Black. That's a good guess as well. And I mean, Cover of Darkness follows the same pattern. I mean, it shows the same thing, right? Doesn't have any other reprint aside from this, right? So that's pretty much it. It would be nice if it's Blood Moon, but looking at the pattern, if we can call it a pattern, there's a lot of reprints for this already. The same can be said to Bitter Blossom, right? So yeah, I think those are the cards. Again, it would be aggravated assault and contamination that I think would complete the 10 judge foils for this year for the theme enchantments. Now, if you'd like to become a judge, I will leave a link below so you could reach out to Judge Academy if you have any questions. Um, leave a comment there. I'll try to answer what I can, but I'll most likely direct you to them and point you to the right direction. I'm also a certified judge. I'm a level 2 judge of Judge Academy. But yeah, I'll do my best to help you out. But I'll most likely direct you to the right person that will be able to assist you if you'd like to become a judge. Now, if you have any guests, any cards that you think would round up, that would complete the 10 judge promos, leave a comment below and join the discussion. If you think that I got it wrong, let me know. Then feel free to just comment below. So far, I have guessed 6 out of 8 when all this was. It started last year, October of last year, when they announced enchantments would be the theme for this year. And they showed the art for Greater Oromancy and Omniscience, and we started speculating. So far, I got 6 out of the 10 that I thought would be the judge promos. So, feeling very confident, you could say. The other two that I selected was Kindred Discovery, but it's now part of Commander Legends Baldur's Gate, so I don't think it would be that. And Sanguine Bond, which is part of the Secret Lair, so that's still a possibility, I guess. We could consider that, but let's see. And if you have any wild guests, you could leave a comment below. And let's see, it could be Myth Hook Massacre for all we know. Steve, hit like, subscribe, and share if you'd like. Stay safe and have fun playing Commander, whatever format you enjoy. Bye bye.